Hi everyone, this is Chakrapani, working as a senior software engineer in Bangalore for Temenos India Private Limited. Today we are going to discuss about ASP.NET MVC. What is the basic concept of regarding MVC architecture, and it is a design pattern also, like how the model will be, and view and the controller. See, first we will create a sample controller, how sample application from with the help of Visual Studio, and we will create sample application, and we will see how the data flows and what is a model and what is a view and what is a controller. See how the data interacts between the model, view and controller. We will see in this first session. Okay, let us open Visual Studio 2012. In Visual Studio 2012 in build, we will get ASP.NET MVC 3 and 4. Okay, so first we will create sample ASP.NET MVC 4 application, how it is, and we will see what is model, what contains the model is, and what is a controller, what it contains, and view what it will be exactly contains, and default application if you create what will be the Microsoft given scaffolds. Okay, if we go to file and create project, and we need to select based upon our requirement ASP.NET MVC application. Same, I am giving the project name as MVC 4 test application, test app. Okay, click on OK. We'll be getting the select templates based upon our requirement. Empty means if Microsoft will not give any default template of model, view and controller. So if you want internet application based upon our requirement, we can select the things. I am selecting internet application. Here we need to just keep in mind such a way that we are using MVC 3 onwards. It supports a view engine called Razor. So if you want to create a model view architecture with the help of ASPX view pages, you can select the ASPX. Otherwise Razor is the latest. So later we are using Razor view engine. Click on OK. Now what happens is expected results is if you click on OK, so Microsoft will give us a default model and controller and views for account and some other home controllers and models. Okay, we will see how the solution is prepared and what is the structure of that, and how it behaves once the user gives a request. So we will concentrate on these three things, and we will look at first in MVC application. First, a request gives from the client. Suppose the request is coming such a way that HTTP and local host, I am giving home and about. See, like this, if you give the pattern, now first we will execute and I will explain later what is a request to string, request URL parameters and how it behaves. Okay, so now I am executing default. We have model is here, and control is there, and views are there. Now we can observe easily we have an account model, the respective we have account controller, and respective we have account view. Here account in the sense register user. Okay, so register user, everything Microsoft given their default users. We will see. So how the view contains, view contains the complete Razor syntax which starts with @ we can easily observe that this completely is called Razor syntax. Label for is username, which is coming from model. Understand? See, this is the model. Model is coming from where it is. We need to see register model. Where is the register model available? Register model is available in the model class, register model class. Understand? So now it's like a database. Register is a class. Let us consider we need to log the user details. Okay, for that, what are the properties required to appear in the UI? So these things we can declare. Suppose username is to appear in the UI as a user name, so user need to enter into the text box. So that is a mandatory field. We can declare like this. And password is mandatory. Then so oh sorry require sorry password is mandatory, so it has to display like required. Display here, display means user, in front of the user will get this display name, username. So we will see this all the things. Okay, length, string length will be like this, max length 6, and based on the password requirement we will the data type equal to password. So then if you set this, password in the text box will be appeared as like asterisk or something, like password format. Okay, like confirm password. We can do this kind of validations. If you want to do these validations, so we need to import namespace such a way that you can see the highlighted, the small intelligence came, right? System dot component model, the data annotations. Okay, so the help of the system dot component model dot data annotations, so we can import the all validations which supports from the Microsoft. Okay, all suppose you want to declare a users. Okay, so you need to declare a model first you need to make sure that what is the model you have, then do the required validations. First, what we need to do, first, what is model, what are the properties, fields, you can say fields in the model. And the next one is the next one is what is the model, and what are the fields in the model, and validations. These three are the importance while creating the model. Then respect to this model, hmm, respect to this model we can create the controller. See, controller is nothing but a set of actions which is required for this model. Suppose you have a register model, right? So register model need to do some crude operations like insert, update, delete. Understand? So see, this kind of actions can be declared in controller class. Now if you go to home controller, there the register action results. Okay, see, login is there, view back is there. One second, I will let you know. Model is there, right? The register. See here, register is there, right? So register is returning it. Yeah, here. See, create an account. So this is the register method. We using register model data, and this is a HTTP post method. Based upon our requirement, we will create the user and it redirect to login page. Okay, so based upon our requirement, we set of actions which need to be take over. We will write all the set of actions into the controller. Where we are now, we are in controller. So account controller will contains the how to register the user, like for the create a new account. Okay, now if you see the view, based upon this view, if you right click here, go to view. if you want to create a new view, you can create a add new view. Go to new view and you can see the fields which is imported from the model. Directly you can directly interact to the model. So what are the fields are required, so you can directly create a form stating that begin form is a form, is a razor syntax to render the form. We know that, right? So this is equivalent to begin form in the sense, this is equivalent to, if it is renders, it renders the form tag id something. See, run at echo to server, we will write in that, we will write in ASP.NET, right? This is the meaning of this is equivalent to, equal to this. After rendering, you can see this form element will be rendered based upon the razor syntax and ASP.NET HTML syntax. This is the difference. Okay, based upon our registration form will be looks like this. Now what we will do, we will execute and see how the ASP.NET MVC application is executed and gives the result based on our. Now request is given. The first we need to observe that in MVC application how the request will go to the web server and it will execute. Okay, so first we will see the request is given, that is executed, and it's given some set of results for us. Okay, now if you click on the register, we have seen the register controller and register model and register view. Now you click on the register, what request will go to the user and how the view will be rendered to user, and we will see that how what kind of request went and what is the output we got. Now you see it went to the, what we have seen, the display name come over here and password come over here and confirm password you come over here. Based upon the validations, if you click here, it says that user field is required mandatory, the password is required. Based upon whatever we have given the validations over the model, it comes here. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to understand how the request went. See here, URL, it clearly shows that account is the controller and register is the action. Okay, already register, we have a declare a model in account model with a register model. Okay, register model data will be accessed and based upon our input fields will be created, and so I am creating now a sample user and click on the register. It will give a successful register and it shows by default. Okay, I hope you people understand what is MVC and how the request goes, and thanks for watching and keep watching my videos for to learn more in ASP.NET Viewer. Thanks a lot.